हमारे इंडिया चलो।
हम्म। लोग हम कुछ कुछ परेशान कर रहे हो।
नहीं ना वर्टिकल बैंक का टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम तो ये समझ आ गया है। अच्छा तो
कॉलेज का सामान।
मैं कल गया था मगर वो बैंक बंद थी। वो टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम है तांत्रिक काटने में बैंक बंद है लिख के लगा दो।
Your call is not available on this number. It will be resumed calls to reach out.
Hello, hello. Yes, Zoya.
How?
Hello, student. As we all know, we are studying cell organelles from last period. This is another cell organelle or cytoplasmic body or protoplasmic body. It is called as a lysosome. Lysosomes were discovered and studied in detail by T. Dewey in 1955. Lysosomes contain digestive enzymes. They originate from smooth endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi complex by terminal swellings, and they terminate from the portion of the swelling and becomes a lysosome. Lysosome is an enzyme containing and freely suspended organelle in the cytoplasm, as they contain lysis or breakdown enzymes. To lysis means there is a breakdown. Glycolysis, hydrolysis, homolysis. To lysis means breakdown होता है. These are called as a also called as suicide bags of the cell because of a whenever they break down by itself or by harmful substances or by toxic substances. At that time the entire cells become there is a death of that cell, so that it is called as a suicide bags of the cell. Then occurrence of this lysosome is in all eukaryotic cells, particularly in mammalian RBCs. Lysosomes are found practically in all animal cells. They are more abundant in cells like phagocytes and macrophages engaged in intracellular digestion. Their presence in plant cell is very much doubtful because of they are very much occurred in animal cells. As we have just discussed, that is the lysosome is digestive and Soma means there is a body because they contain digestive enzymes capable of lysis or there is a breakdown. See here, this is the location of this lysosome in the protoplasm or in cytoplasm, and they are freely suspended in the cytoplasm without any substratum. Like ribosomes are required, there is a substratum for like endoplasmic reticulum or nuclear membrane. But here these bodies are freely suspended in entire cytoplasm. They randomly moving here and there in entire cytoplasmic body. The size of this lysosome is under electron microscope. Lysosome appears as dense globular bodies. Shape of the lysosome is variable, hence called as polymorphic. Poly means many, morphology means there is a size, shape, and number. Polymorphic lysosomes are found by intact lipoprotein membrane, which shows usual protein-lipid-protein arrangement. In addition to protein and lipid, lysosome membrane contains stabilizer compounds, and the lysosomes are completely filled up with various hydrolytic enzymes as nucleases, phosphatase, lipase, protease, and sulfatase. So these are there is a so many enzymes, digestive enzymes and hydrolytic enzymes are located so that it is called as a storehouse of either enzymes. Then the size of this is varies from 1 micrometer to 1.2 micrometer with a pH ranging from 0.5 to 5.0. In interior of the lysosome is acidic compared to the slightly basic. In cytosol pH is 7.2. Their size can be very different. The biggest ones can be more than 10 times bigger than the smallest one. तो इतना इस तरीके के साइज में फर्क है. The lysosomal membrane protects the cytosol and therefore the rest of the cell from the degradative enzymes within the lysosome. The shape of and size of lysosome, as we have discussed, they is variable and they are morphologically compared with just like amoeba and white blood cells. I mean, there is a irregular shapes are there. Then types of lysosome. The morphologically lysosomes are of two types. One is primary lysosome, another is secondary lysosome. Primary lysosomes are formed directly from Golgi complex or smooth endoplasmic reticulum by terminal swelling. तो उसके there is a जो सिस्टर्नी है ये Golgi complex के और एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम उसके सिस्टर्नी से ये there is a release होता है. The enzymes in them are synthesized on endoplasmic reticulum. They either store or secrete the enzyme outside the cell. So see here, these are the structure of lysosome. Here, this is a kidney-shaped cell in there, and it is a rounded bodies which contain a myelin fibers of undigested fats. They are going to there is a converting into there is a nutrients and these are the granules. So this is a there is a polymorphic in there is a structure or morphology. तो इसके बहुत सारे स्ट्रक्चर्स है तो ये एक स्ट्रक्चर इस पे बताया वाला है. Then see here the entire process of these lysosomes are there is a types of lysosome means there is here primary lysosome, here there is a secondary lysosome, here there is residual bodies, autophagosome. So these are there is all shown in this cell. So this is the entire one is a cell and this is a nucleus. This is half is a nucleus and here see this is the endoplasmic reticulum. This is a Golgi body. These are the another cell organ. Here this is a a mitochondria, and here this lysosome is evolved from this Golgi body and endoplasmic reticulum. This is the last portion is become swelling and it is a terminate and to form a there is a lysosome. तो ये lysosome बन जाता है. तो पहला जो lysosome है उसको क्या बोलेंगे? प्राइमरी lysosome. उसके बाद का जो lysosome है उसको secondary lysosome बोलते हैं. When it engulfs a foreign bodies, at that time it becomes a secondary lysosome. And here this is a later on it there is a release after digesting the foreign bodies, that is called as the exocytosis. When engulfs the foreign particles, that is called as the phagocytosis. बाहर का पार्टिकल जब अंदर लेता है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Phagocytosis. And later on it is release outside the body, that is the exocytosis. So this is the different structures of lysosome. दिख रहे हैं? जोया, हेलो.
यस सर.
हाँ,
वही.
तो ये there is a पूरे उसके फॉर्म्स है लाइसोसोम के. देन here ये प्राइमरी सेकेंडरी लाइसोसोम. प्राइमरी लाइसोसोम देखिए अपन. सेकेंडरी लाइसोसोम. सेकेंडरी लाइसोसोम कैसे है? ओरिजिनेट इन द वेरियस वेज एंड वेरियसली कॉल्ड फैगोसोम्स भी बोलते हैं उसको, रेसिडियल बॉडीज भी बोलते हैं और एटोफैगोसोम भी बोलते हैं. ये इसको
50,000 बोला था, 40,000
सेकेंडरी लाइसोसोम को ये 3-4 नाम है. फैगोसोम्स आर फॉर्म ड्यूरिंग फैगोसाइटोसिस. ये फैगोसाइटोसिस के टाइम में ये देयर इज अ फैगोसोम्स बन जाते. एंड देयर इज अ रेसिडियल बॉडी. रेसिडियल बॉडी क्या है? इज अ लाइसोसोम व्हिच कंटेन डाइजेस्टेड फूड पार्टिकल्स. तो इसमें डाइजेस्टेड फूड पार्टिकल्स है, उसको बोलते हैं ये रेसिडियल बॉडीज. And second one is the autophagosomes, are those lysosomes which trap and contain the cell organisms like mitochondria and chloroplast. तो ये जो डायग्राम दिख रही है आपको, तो ये रेसिडुअल बॉडी में क्या है? ये डाइजेस्टेड फूड पार्टिकल्स है. ये एक देयर इज अ फॉर्म है लाइसोसोम का. और ये एटोफैगोसोम्स. एटोफैगोसोम भी एक देयर इज अ फॉर्म है, पॉलीमॉर्फिक फॉर्म जिसको बोलेंगे. तो इन्हें क्या करता है? द ब्रोकन पोर्शन ऑफ सेल ऑर्गेनिज्म. जो पोर्शन है, डेड पोर्शन है जो सेल ऑर्गेनिज्म के, जैसे माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के है और दूसरे सेल ऑर्गेनिज्म के, उसको भी डाइजेस्ट करता है. तो ये क्या बोलते हैं इसको? एटोफैगोसोम. एटो मीन्स सेल्फ. सेल्फ के जो पार्ट है, सेल्फ बॉडी के जो पार्ट है, अनवांटेड पार्ट है, उसको क्या करता है? डाइजेस्ट करके या फिर उसको रिमूव करता है उसको, या उसको देयर इज अ इट डाइजेस्टेड एंड इट इज थ्रोन आउट फ्रॉम द बॉडी. इसको बाहर फेंक देता है. मीन्स अनवांटेड मटेरियल which is not in use in the body, that is thrown from the body, that is under the guidance of this lysosome. ये lysosome के अंडर होता है. तो that is the a good debris removal. जो गंदगी है उसको देर इधर बाहर फेंकने का काम भी देर इधर ये करता. Then the functions of lysosome. So extracellular digestion means digestion का काम देर इधर under this lysosome. Primary lysosome secrete digestive enzymes outside the cell. जो outside the cell में जो है foreign particles उस पे digestive enzyme spread करता है, secrete करता है. And these enzymes act upon the outside complex food substances and break down them into simple form. उसको break down करता है. They are easily absorbed as a food. Extracellular digestion is a common in unicellular microorganisms. तो ये देर इज यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म है, सिंगल सेल वाले. तो उसमें देर इज एक्स्ट्रा सेलुलर डाइजेशन ज़्यादा होता है. फॉर एग्जांपल अमीबा और देर इज अदर एग्जांपल्स आर देयर विच आर हैविंग एक्स्ट्रा सेलुलर डाइजेशन. वो बॉडी पे देर इज फॉरेन पार्टिकल्स पे एंजाइम सीक्रेट करते हैं और उसको डाइजेस्ट करके खा लेते. इंट्रासेलुलर डाइजेशन इज अंडर द गाइडेंस. Secondary lysosome carry on digestion of food substances within the cell cytoplasm without any damage of the cell. तो ये बॉडी में का देर इज भी मटेरियल उसको डाइजेस्ट करता है. दैट इज इंट्रासेलुलर डाइजेशन. Then fertilization is also under the guidance of lysosome. Means during fertilization, what is happening? Male and female gamete unite to form a zygote. That is called as a fertilization. So what happen in the fertilization? The egg or the ovum, the outer layer of the ovum is having a very much a hard covering, tough covering is there. So during the penetration of the sperm to the egg, so this lysosome are secrete. There is a some protein and lipid degrading enzyme. This enzyme action ultimately degrade the egg membrane, या देर इज अ एग और ओवा का मेम्ब्रेन क्या करते हो डिसॉल्व करते एंड व्हेन द एग मेम्ब्रेन इज डिसॉल्व at that time the male gamete or the sperm easily penetrate into the ova or there is egg and there is a fertilization is carried out and there is a zygote is formed. So this is a under the guidance of lysosome. So lysosome having there is a power of there is a to degrade the hard covering of ova or there is a egg. So this is a fertilization. Then developmental process. The lysosome have important role in metamorphosis. Metamorphosis means there is a during there is a tadpole, particularly the frogs are having there is the tails are there. These tails are later on removed. That process is called as a metamorphosis. The larval tissue of insects. Some insects are having there is a and amphibians are degraded and destroyed by enzymes in the lysosome during metamorphosis. So this lysosome is having there is a they secrete the enzymes and the tails of the frogs in the larval there is a stages they are uh, destroyed and in this way this process is called as a developmental process or during the metamorphosis process such there is a release of unwanted tissues are there is a removed from the body. This is a developmental lysosome and disease. So due to the irregular larval activity and excess of secretory enzyme, they cause damage and diseases. Increased autophagocytosis lead to the death of the cell. Increase atom means self अगर वो there is a वो बहुत सारा अगर portion of the cell is खा ले रहा है या there is a eat कर रहा है तो भी पूरे सेल का डेथ होता है. Excess release of intracellular enzymes also destroy the cell. Excess release हो गया उसको में का enzyme केमिकल लाइसोसोम में का तो भी there is a destroy हो जाता पूरा सेल. So that it is called as a suicide bags of the cell. इसको सुसाइड बैग सभी भी बोलते बिकॉज ऑफ ए अगर ये ब्रस्ट हो गया बॉम्ब के ऐसा तो पूरा सेल क्या हो जाता है डेथ हो जाती सेल की. सो दैट इज द सुसाइड बैग्स ऑफ द सेल्स बोले वाले बिकॉज ऑफ इसे इट हैज सो मेनी एंजाइम्स आर देयर एंड दे आर डैमेज टू द एंटायर सेल पूरे सेल को डैमेज करते हो. देन एटोलाइसिस. एटोलाइसिस मीन्स एटो मीन्स सेल्फ लाइसिस मीन्स ब्रेक डाउन. तो एटोलाइसिस भी करता है क्या करता है लाइसोसोम ब्रिंग्स अबाउट द डिस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ डाइजेशन ऑफ डेड सेल्स प्रॉपर्टी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर रिविंग सेल डेब्रीज. तो ये जो अंदर के ब्रोकन पोर्शन है डेड सेल्स है या अनवांटेड पोर्शन है ये दैट इज रिमूव्ड बाय दिस लाइसोसोम. तो इसको ये डेब्रीज जिसको बोलते हैं डेब्रीज मतलब एक अंदर का वेस्ट मटेरियल गंदगी जिसको बोलते हैं debris. So that debris is removed by this lysosome. तो ये अंदर का पूरा गंदगी को रिमूव करता है और उसको देर इज अ क्लीन करता है. तो जस्ट लाइक ए स्वीपर ऑफ द सेल. इसको क्या बोलेंगे स्वीपर भी बोल सकते हैं आप. झाड़ू अपने पास जो स्वीपर रहता है वो क्या करता है साफ सफाई करता है झाड़ झुड़ तो उसको बोलेंगे स्वीपर. ये क्या है लाइसोसोम सेल का स्वीपर है. ये गंदगी को साफ करता है और उसको डाइजेस्ट करता है या देर इज उसको निकाल के बाहर फेंक देता है. दैट प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज एटोलाइसिस. देन हार्मोनल सिक्रीशन ये भी उसका फंक्शन है. बहुत सारे हार्मोन ये सिक्रीट करता है लाइक प्रोटीएस एक्टिवेट द सिक्रीशन ऑफ थायराइड हार्मोन्स इन द फॉलिकल. ये दिस इज under the guidance of this lysosome. Then chromosome breaks. Lysosome contain the enzymes deoxyribonuclease DNAs. This enzyme cause chromosomal breaks and their rearrangement. So DNA has two active sites and breaks down both strands of DNA. These breaks lead to the various syndromes. So ये DNA a ligase, sorry, DNA nuclease enzyme है. So this is a just like a knife or there is a scissor है उसमें, and this is a cut, there is a DNA molecule, and this सॉरी क्रोमोसोमल मॉलिक्यूल क्रोमोसोम को ब्रेक करता है और रीअरेंजमेंट करता है. मीन देयर इज अ क्रोमोसोमल एब्रिएशन अपने को देखने का है इसमें कि देयर इज अ डिलीशन होता है उसमें, डुप्लीकेशन होता है और ट्रांसलोकेशन होता है और देयर इज अ रीअरेंजमेंट ऑफ द क्रोमोसोम होता है. सो दैट इज अ due to the presence of a knife or scissor in this a lysosome. So he can, there is a cut a unwanted portion or damaged a portion or diseased a portion of there is a chromosome, and there is a sometimes healthy portion also he cut. So at that time they make a very much dangerous to the a body of that organism, and it leads to the various types of a syndrome. तो syndromes भी हो सकते हैं इसमें. So this is, there is a Down syndrome, Cliffner syndrome, Edwards syndrome, Plateau syndrome. So these are the syndromes, diseases, and this is due to the a chromosomal injury, or there is a chromosomes are somewhat times there is a become deleted, so that there is a such type of a syndromes may occur due to addition of the chromosome or some deletion of the chromosome. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अपने पास 46 क्रोमोसोम है, इसमें से एक भी अगर कम हो गया तो भी सिंड्रोम होता है अपने को, और एक ज़्यादा भी हो गया तो भी सिंड्रोम होता है. तो दिस इज अ वेरियस टाइप्स ऑफ ए सिंड्रोम विच इज ड्यू टू द abnormality in the chromosome, so or due to the breakage of the chromosome, right? This is due to a lysosome ये कर सकता है. So that is that's why it is called as a suicide bags of a cell. This is, there is a cell organelle called as a lysosome. So prepare in this manner. Lysosome, write a short note. At that time you have to write like this man, or describe in detail lysosome structure and function of the lysosome. So it may be asked for full question. So on the basis of, according to the marks, you have to prepare your answer. Okay.
Okay.
है क्या अस्मा?
Yes, sir.
हम्म, तो कुछ डाउट इसमें?
9.
Okay, we will stop here.